I'm here to clear it up that uh, battle rap has done nothing to me. All right. My dealings of it have been, I've had some negative dealings. And instead of allowing myself to get pulled into something negative that is unnecessary, I just remove myself.
For
Is
sure.
that more clear for you?
That's
Is
very
that more
clear.
clear for you? And
Very clear.
I wish all of y'all the best, even with all the stuff that happened with Hitman and Bird. Before I left Hitman's last space, I said, Hitman, when November or whenever your charity or whatever come up, you know you hit my phone that it's gonna be there
For sure.
because
That's real.
I have no personal issues with not a single soul, not a single league, not a single nothing in battle rap. Whatever Bird's mission is, that's Bird's mission. Let me clear this up now. A lot of people say, "Oh well, Bird be saying he controlled Gerald's money and all this." Verb say anything, y'all. He says whatever. Y'all know this man crazy. Verb has never controlled a single dollar from Gerald. I'm a grown man. I met Bird when I was already in my mid 20s. That dude don't control nothing I do. Y'all gotta stop this, man. Y'all take everything for face value, and because I don't say anything about it, y'all just like, oh, Gerald ain't no man. He let another man control his money and all. I just don't care enough to fix it, man. I don't care enough. You know why? Because here we're in a world of battle rap where you can say anything, and if it sounds good, paint it right, people just go with it. That's why y'all's rounds be the way they are.
But
It don't have
but
to be
Joe, but
true.
Joe, but Joe, but Joe, but Joe, like I understand the whole thing about Calicoe speaking on the podcast respectfully,
Right, right,
but
right.
the other issue though is when we allow people that we connected to, that we friends with, that we close with, say certain things publicly and become narratives off the podcast or off Verb saying things where most of us could just be like, oh, that's just being Verb.
Yeah.
But there's also certain spaces or whatnot that becomes personal and affects people. Like in this situation right here, that
And that's
initial
why I'm here.
space, oh, my bad, I thought that was Cal.
Yeah.
That
No, go
initial
ahead.
space, right, that happened to
Hmm.
come, that was like, oh, everybody now I'm controlling the money. Remember, we spoke about what that was related to and who that was related to. So when stuff
Yes.
like that goes unchecked, then we end up with two people at odds, right? Like we
Right.
got to understand that these sources are getting checked, and we don't understand how much you check the source.
All right. None of that's true.
What part ain't true? What part isn't true?
Verb don't control nothing.
No, I'm not
Verb
talking
ain't got.
about that, Gerald. That's not what I'm talking about,
Okay, what do
right?
you need me to clear up? That's why I'm here. Because
I
I
got
haven't
you.
said I haven't said
I'm
anything.
so. I got you.
Cal,
I
you,
got you. I got you,
Hitman,
G.
whoever else got questions, I will
G.
answer the
No,
questions.
no, no. It's not even a question thing. I'm just going
Yes.
on what y'all was just discussing, right? Because you were
Mm-hmm.
saying that you did clear up, like, all right, Verb being Verb, he don't control my money. I'm a grown man, etc. And the
Right.
first time that initial space came to me, I said the same thing. I said it just sounds like Verb being Verb, but
Right.
it's different when that type of stuff causes a problem. So now I'm talking about the first space that we spoke about, me, you, and Holla on the phone, that
Yes.
never got rectified publicly or privately between Holla and
Right.
Verb. And some
Right.
of that is a part of the issues that them guys created. You know what space I'm talking about, right? The one that me,
Yes.
you, and Holla spoke about on the
Yes.
three-way.
Yes. I understand what you're talking about, but I'm trying to see what it is you want me to clear up, and I'll clear it up because you said it's causing a problem. I
Yeah. No,
ain't
no, no.
ain't
All
nothing.
right. So some of the when Holla jumps, we're gonna put it on the table. When Holla
Right.
jumps around and he's saying, "Listen, I try to be quiet and I let people say X, Y, Z." And when
Right.
Verb continues to have a narrative saying that I'm not Verb, Gerald said that's not what it is, dead ball. That's not true, Gerald.
What's not true?
Oh man.
Man,
Let me tell you.
I'm going back in the gym, man. Gerald,
Cal,
it's all
Cal,
love,
Cal,
bro.
nobody care about the podcast thing. Like, go ahead,
Huh?
Cal.
No, Cat.
That
What you
No.
the
talking about,
podcast, the
nigga?
podcast
What the
thing
fuck is
isn't
you
what's
talking
gonna
about? I
fix
said I'm
Holland
going in the
Verb's issue.
gym. I said I'm going in the gym, bro. I'm getting off of here, bro. Ain't shit to be. I see everything I need to see. I don't. It ain't. It's all love with Gerald, bro. Holla love. That's my brother. I'm
I ain't
out of
got
here,
no
bro.
issue with Cal, man.
I
Cal
don't got
good
no
with
issue
me.
with you
Yeah.
either, bro. I
Cal
don't
good
give a
with
fuck
me.
about. I don't give a fuck about the first space or none of that. So I'm out of here. We cleared up what we had to clear up. He don't feel like it's no dark place of battle rap. That's what I care about. That's not what you care about, ARP. That's cool, but that's what I care about. I wouldn't be talking about this. That's the only thing I cared about. I'm out of here. Y'all finish that shit and y'all have it how y'all did it. I got mine out the way. Love for all y'all.
Peace, Kyle.
Okay. Now,
And
Hitman
when and
said,
Cal, when
what
you
was
get to
Hitman about to
replay
say?
this, yeah, when Cal gets to replay this, I didn't mean because I just meant like that's not really related to the problems that really kicked off Holla and Verb.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
know
I
what you
think
were
I think
saying.
Cal took me
He
saying
thought
that like
he
I don't
thought
care
yeah,
about
like
your
his
point,
shit
Cal.
ain't important. Yeah, yeah, I know.
No,
Yeah, I
hit.
know. Yeah, I
Okay,
know.
okay, Hitman, because you came into space. I wanted to call you so we could talk, but say what you have to say and how you feel. That way, because if you said how you felt before, I didn't hear it, and I don't want you to say how you feel or how you felt if you felt disrespected, because I don't want. Here's the thing. I've dealt with y'all personally off air, which is how I prefer it. But if we're on here, let's just deal with it like men, talk about it instead of it being a beef or a back and forth or a whole bunch of
All
unnecessary nonsense.
right.
So if you feel away or
So
how you
this
felt,
the only
then yeah,
thing.
go ahead.
Uh, yeah, bet. So the only problem I had with you,
Okay.
and I kept this off the record from the people because me and your relationship meant
Right.
more at the time. It
Yeah.
still do. But what I'm saying is, my problem with you is when I asked you probably three, 4 times probably. I said, "Yo, Gerald, all right, since you don't want to get a verb on the phone, can you let him know that I know
Mm-hmm.
the things that he said to you?" That was my only request,
Right.
right? Ain't that the only thing I said? I said that's all I want you to
Right.
say because I know verb. I'm like he gonna act like he gonna play the victim and
Right.
then act like I'm just mad at him for no reason. I ain't fucking because you just since we don't want to talk on the phone, just tell him I know. So my problem was when you never really telling him and letting him go on spaces for weeks, steady saying Gerald ain't tell Hitman that. Like that was his whole campaign for a minute. Hitman saying Gerald said this, but Gerald got is saying that he didn't say it. And that was my frustration. I'm like, Gerald, why you let him say that you didn't tell me that and you know you told me exactly what Verb said? So that was the first one. This new
Okay.
one just came today
Yeah. Yeah.
when I saw
And that's
Calicoe
and that's
text.
okay.
So
And that's it. I didn't want to cut you off. My fault.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
that was it. That's it.
Okay. So you're saying he said that I didn't tell him what you said. You're that
Yeah,
you
like he
he
kept
knew.
he kept saying that.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's not true. That's not true. And the thing is, Hitman, if I got in his space, did you? I wasn't in your spaces or his spaces. All right.
Hold on, not to cut you off, what's not true?
That I never told him what you said, or that he knew what that, or that you told me.
So let me just let me explain. So you Verb saying you told him that you didn't tell him what I
That's
said.
not true. That my first
Okay,
initial call to Bird was, "Hey, Hitman said this," and that's when he said, "Oh, well, tell him it's up there. This, and this." That's what happened. That is
okay,
what
cool. Now
happened.
stop right
Right.
there. Hold on, not to cut you off.
Mm-hmm.
Stop right there. So what I'm saying is, for the last 3, 4, however long it's
Right.
been, he get on the internet and say, "Can't y'all see Hitman tripping?" Gerald told him that's not what Verb said, and he steady mad at Gerald because he telling Gerald it is what I've said. Gerald told you I didn't say it. So that's what he been saying. That's why I was like,
No,
damn,
if
Gerald,
Hitman,
you think
come on,
I'm
bro. Okay, okay. Let me not say that in a tone where you think I'm coming at you sideways.
nah,
Yeah,
I,
yeah,
nah,
yeah,
I,
yeah.
nah, I
Okay,
understand. We good, we good.
both of y'all are we're cool, and I know people are like, oh well, Gerald's being messy, this and this. No, I haven't been talking about the situation with anybody. After it started and it blew up, I removed myself from it. Both of you
Hmm.
and Hitman Bird both told me, G, stay out of it. You told me stay out of it. This is
Yeah.
between me and him. Stay out of it. I haven't. But let me clear that up. The very first phone call I gave to Bird was Hitman and what you told me to tell him. After that, remember I was in on vacation and we all had another phone conversation, right?
So, but stop right there, though. Not to cut
Yes.
you off. So when you say when I told you to tell him,
You told
you
me to
saying is
tell him,
you say yo a verb. I
yes,
know I told Hitman the things that you said to me when I asked you the question.
yes. And Hitman said, I
Okay.
unfollowed you. I know what you said about me, and you keep it over there. I'm gonna keep it over here. And my initial
Okay.
part was, hey, Now that y'all know what it is, let's keep this off the internet. If y'all gonna deal with it, let's deal with it. That's what was said. The only
Okay,
thing
perfect. Now stop
the
right there.
only thing I
Oh,
said is that there's a disagreement, and me and you already agreed to disagree. Is that he was not hating on you, and a lot of people say, "Well, gee, that's hating." Okay, that's fine. If y'all want to consider hating, if Hitman want to consider hating, that's fine. I
oh,
never said
oh,
Hitman. Did I ever say, "Hey, you wrong for saying he hating on you"? Did I ever say that? I never did.
nah,
No.
so let me just go over the
Okay.
three
Yeah.
things so people
Yeah.
have a
Let's be
clear. So
clear.
the
Now,
three
I don't
things
want no
was he
confusion.
not, yeah. So Nick, he not cool with Nick no more. That was one of the
Yes.
things, right? Okay. And one other
You're
thing is, him and his
yeah, your
manager was
manager.
scamming.
Yes.
Yeah, boom, that's two.
Okay.
And then the third one was he on Spaces more, like he whatever he
And
said, I'm on
the
Spaces
confusion.
more.
Remember, the confusion with that was me and you had a conversation, and then I talked to Beasley, and we all had the plan of the payment for the battle. Remember that? And remember,
Yeah.
the confusion with me was, and we even dealt with it. Me, you, and ARP. Now that everything's on the table, me, you, and ARP,
hmm
and then me, you, and Beasley had a conversation. That all happened, right?
So you did tell ARP that AR, Verb got directly off the phone with you and made a space, which was a subliminal to me, correct?
I never told ARP. I told you that.
100%.
No.
When you told
Yo,
when you told him when he told him
that's
I
what I was
control.
before Cal got off. That's what I was bringing up because what Cal was talking about was verb and certain narratives and y'all podcasts, etc. And you said everybody know that verb just say that, and you called them out on your own,
Oh, you
saying
talking about
don't
the
know
money
verb control.
podcast? The money
Hold on, let me finish. I
podcast.
was quiet. Hold on, let me finish. I was quiet. I ain't say nothing. Right?
Okay.
And then you said, because I seen your tweet too, the verb saying, Verb, you got to stop doing this. I control my own money, right?
Yes.
So when
Yes.
we see, I seen that tweet. I'm with you.
Mm-hmm.
So we all, the smart people, see Verb do some of that stuff, and the smart people be like, "Oh, that's just Verb being Verb." I did that the very first time I seen Verb saying that in a blog too, because Chris Unbiased sent it to me and asked me, and I said, "Nah, it just looked like Verb being Verb. I ain't think nothing of it." Then when I got the call from you, and you was telling me all the stuff that Verb was saying, I said, yo, I just got a text about that blog, that space today about now from now on, I'm controlling his money. And I asked you, and I said, that's who Verb was talking about? You took a deep breath and you said, yeah. You don't,
Talking about me, that was subliminal to me.
yeah.
So basically, Gerald,
Right.
after you asked him the question, and he like, man, how you feel about this? He scamming, whatever he said. When you hung up and called ARP, he made that space.
Yes.
For now on, I'm controlling Gerald money. You gotta go through me. So that's why ARP was
Yes.
like,
It happened.
uh,
All of that happened right after I
So
had
so
talked to
so so
ARP
so so
about
Ger-
the.
Gerald, like now, I'm not being biased here. Holla
No, I'm
could be
not saying.
wrong, and I'm hold
Right.
on.
Right.
Holla could be wrong, and I'm gonna tell him. So even if, let's say there was this air quotes miscommunication of
Mm-hmm.
the manager not fucking with Nick, he's in spaces all of a sudden. You said that he made that space as an indirect at Holla. So even if we took the other stuff off the table, what does that space mean? That's not why Hitman should be like,
yeah,
yo, I'm being hated on.
Yes.
yeah,
Yes. Okay. Yes.
okay,
So
appreciate it.
and I'm not changing nothing. I'm just clearing up what
hmm
happened. So after I talked to both of y'all, remember, Verb did his space, right?
hmm
And he did his space. Okay. There was, I don't know how many people have been calling me about battles. After what I asked him about Hitman, what happened is he got his spaces and said, you know what, this is what I'm gonna do, and won't nobody be calling you no more. So yes, that is exactly what happened. Verbatim, that is what
Okay.
happened.
But once again, now
You
let's
talk
just
about
play.
what I said about Hitman. Yes, that is verbatim what happened. I'm
I
not
know.
denying that.
I'm glad we. All right. So we
No, I'm
passed
saying
that. We got that on the floor.
Hitman. You hear me saying it? ARP, you hear me saying it? It's public.
Absolutely. We got
Okay,
that's
so
that
here
we
we
never
go.
nobody ever spoke about that detail publicly before.
Right,
Okay. So now that that's on the floor, we all being men here, we all hopefully getting past this shit and setting the record straight for everybody so they could
right.
go whatever directions. Now the question becomes once again, right? When Holla takes that position of that to me is hate. Why would you then get on public and do a space that's subliminally saying I'm stopping the money when I just went through going with Gerald about a 20 piece. Like, and then
That's
and then
that.
and
Okay,
then
now
and then and then
go
and then
ahead.
if
Go
there's
ahead.
anything said in space after that, like, okay, Gerald said that's not what it is. If I'm Holla, I'm asking the question, what's going on? Because Gerald, when we was on three-way, we knew what was being said. And then I said, let
Eh,
me talk to Verb, and you was saying we shouldn't. I said it too. I even text you too. I
Yeah.
said, because you mentioned the New York thing. And I said,
right.
you know what? I want to talk to Verb too. I want to
And why
ask,
did
like,
I?
because
And
me and
why?
Verb was
And
cool.
why did I say that?
Because you was trying to keep everything under the lid and keep
Okay,
everything
okay,
private.
okay. And I said if they want to deal with each other personally, privately, that's fine. I said it don't need to be nothing that explodes. Now, uh, you just said what did you just say? You just said
About the New York thing,
no, no,
I
no.
guess he said
Before
what
that,
he said.
before that, you said
Uh,
oh yeah. So here's what I'm saying. After all of that, let's say all that took place, right? When once did y'all hear Hitman, ARP, Beasley, Bird, anybody else say, hear Gerald say, hey, yeah, I'm not giving Hitman this money. Hitman, did we not clear up that it don't matter what happened when y'all
No,
work
no,
this
no, no,
out?
no, Gerald,
What?
Gerald, 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 Gerald,
No,
Gerald, Gerald.
I'm
Moot
talking
point.
on. It's
Moot,
not a moot point. I'm not. It's
it
not a
is.
moot point. No, it's not
It
because
is.
I'm talking.
yeah, I never, yeah, cause no, I never, nobody never said Verb stopped you from giving me the
No,
money.
Yeah.
I never
Gerald,
said that.
Gerald, I'll tell you why that's a moot point.
no,
And I
no,
could
no.
use you.
It's a moot point to y'all, but
No, no,
because
no,
y'all
no, no,
are
no, no,
not.
no, no,
No,
no, Gerald, Gerald, Gerald.
Let
It
me
was no, no,
finish. Let
no,
me
Gerald,
finish.
Gerald, Gerald, Gerald. It actually was a moot point to you because you said, Holla, we all on the same page. I spoke with Holla, I spoke with ARP, I spoke with Beasley. You want to know what, Holla? Soon as you text me, the money is there, everybody is clear.
Yeah,
Okay,
you
So
said
okay.
the
that. We
Yeah,
money
just
is
went.
y'all said that,
the money not being
and y'all,
stopped or
and
stopped is
y'all,
a moot point.
and y'all said that, but that's not the narrative being painted on Gerald. Is what I'm telling you.
No, no, no. We're not,
No,
I'm not talking
no.
about the
I'm not
narrative on
saying
Gerald.
y'all.
That's what Cal was on.
I'm not saying y'all to. I'm not saying y'all to. We're clear.
Nah, but everybody, I think everybody, well, I heard everybody just say the whole point was Verb tried to stop. Nobody never said that you, like, he
No,
told him, okay, you
no.
right, I
All
ain't
I
fucking
be
with him.
getting is messages of Verb controls Gerald, and he do what Verb say, and he's anything Verb go with is this, and I'm just on here to clear up mine and Hitman's what we got going because I would have preferred to call you, but if this is how we doing it, I'm okay with that because everything's being put on the table and we clearing it up.
Agreed. Agreed.
But at the same token, I need people to understand that y'all have to stop saying that this man controls me. I get what you said,
No, no, no,
ARP.
no,
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 no.
P, not you.
Okay.
People.
Okay. Okay.
This
Okay. Okay.
everything
Okay.
I'm saying ain't just addressed to y'all two.
Copy.
Us three are clear. We're good. Oh wait, are we good? We good. Wait, Hitman got one more thing that we need to clear up. But I'm saying the collective mindset that most people are saying is that he controls me. Me and Bird are just boys in real life. He don't control nothing I do in any form or fashion. And y'all have to stop grouping me in with what he's doing just because we cool. That's not
Okay.
how life
But
works.
So
he grouped you in though.
And I told him to stop doing it. Hey, P, you just seen the tweet that I tweeted him. I said, bro, you got to
yeah,
stop saying you
no,
stop speaking for me as if you know what I'm saying.
but
I just
not
said that.
Pete. But Pete. So I think that right there. If we're talking to the masses, that don't fix the problems between where Verb stand, where Hollis stand, where you stand, or me indirectly, whatever the case may be. Because I said that earlier today too. We are the minority. Right? I don't care when niggas text me that first live. My answer behind the scenes before you called me was sound like Verb being Verb. Let the dummies and the idiots be the idiots. If Verb wants to tweet, I control Gerald's pockets, and a million dumb motherfuckers believe him. Let those dumb motherfuckers believe him. They're not the root of the problem. The root of the
Yes,
problem is the people that got on the phone call. That's what we need to address.
right. Right.
Not
Agreed.
some people that believe a stupid tweet. So what we're trying to say is even with Verb, and I'm not trying to disrespect them. I'm just being real. When
We're
Verb
just
says
clearing it up. Yes.
yes, when Verb says Gerald said it ain't that, it's a dead ball, right? That's not true from the phone calls that we had.
Hmm? What do you
Uh,
mean? No, no, no. I hear what you're saying. I'm confused. Well, you said Gerald said it's a dead ball. What do you mean?
Nah,
that
he
you
said
that that
Verb
you that
said.
you that you that you
Nah,
that you
Verb.
insinuated that it what I even hate to use the word hater or whatever the case may
Oh,
be,
okay,
but
okay. I get what you're saying. I thought you was talking about the money. All right. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go
no,
ahead.
no,
I was
and that
confused.
that's
I
why
got you.
I said the money is a moot table because we all I mean a moot point because we all are understanding that after we all got right, you said at the push of a button, let me know because we all on the same page. I'm sending the bread,
Right.
Allah, right? So it's
Yes.
not about the money. It's about if anybody said something on Holla's name that was incorrect, and then if it was not corrected, when Holla sends back and says, "I know you tried to hate on me," but then Verb, for whatever reason, sounds like he's of the impression that what came back to him was a dead ball. So then the question becomes, Gerald, did you say everything between these two men?
Yes.
Now I'll let y'all two ask the questions.
Yeah.
Because I'm tired of motherfuckers not being able to word it correctly and shit
Yes.
and put it on the table the right
Yes.
way.
And
Y'all
that's
two go
why
ahead.
at ARP, that's why I came in here because it was so like I deaded the issue to where I was like, listen, man, they gonna do what they gonna do. People gonna say what they gonna say about me, whatever. I got other stuff I'm worried about. So I don't really care what's being said. But when Hitman texted me just a minute ago, and then I seen he started a space and said, now it all makes sense. And then I came in and heard what he was saying. I'm like, wait, hold up. Okay, let's dead this now because I don't want real actual issues between me and Hitman over a misunderstanding where he may feel like I didn't say or do this or I did something that I didn't do. So that's the only reason I'm here addressing this now because I ain't got no beef with nobody.
So
Beef
so
and
when so
issues is
when we say and once again and here's the thing that it just happened publicly like we all say everybody tried privately and keep going and keep going and keep going, right? When we say the explanation and it's all dead and it's all good, right? When you speak with Verb, right? Are we telling Verb or is Verb hearing clearly that it was told to Holla and ARP that Verb said he Holla don't fuck with Nick Cannon no more. He's in spaces too much all of a sudden. His manager just did XYZ. I think he chasing money right now. This
wait,
and that.
let's clear up the in spaces too much. That was never said. I said the space where he said he didn't talk to URL. That's where the initial phone call came from, and we already cleared it up. I told Hitman, had y'all told me that y'all it was like a play to announce for the announcement, I would have never got a phone call.
We talking about when you saw that he told you. You told LP you say he in spaces. He was trying to prove a point of why you need to watch me. He in
Yeah.
spaces more. Like that's what you said. That's what you told me and
Oh, you
ARP.
talking about battle rap? Why are you coming back around? Why you
Yeah,
coming back
like
around?
Yeah.
Yeah,
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 Yeah.
yeah,
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 Yeah.
yeah.
yeah, yeah. Yes, 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 yes.
Okay. So once again, we just make it because Verb should be able to hear and know everything that was said privately, and he should have known by now.
Hey,
But when
listen.
those but when
Okay,
those
keep
things
going.
are said, when those things are said to Holla and to me on the phone, and then you also confirm that the space that A Verb did was a shot at Holla coming off of the conversation that you and Verb had, then it should no longer be a question why Holla felt away.
No,
Somebody stop me in my is like, do I need to just get off the space? Because to me, it's simple.
I didn't say you was wrong. You didn't hear me say you was
Okay.
wrong.
Okay. So if you're gonna say that I'm not, you're not saying that I'm wrong, then the question becomes, are you checking Verb? And especially when people see y'all on, it looks weird because when you on the phone with me and Holla,
Bro,
you
listen, ARP, how many years you been dealing with Verb? How many years you been dealing with him?
10
Hitman
years.
to tell you, it don't matter what you say and do. I've been telling him to, dog, all of this is going on. deal with it however y'all gonna deal. I've been telling him, do it this way, do it that
No,
way.
no, 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 no,
This
no, 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 no,
this
no, no, no,
no,
no, not the way to do it. Telling him,
bro. He
no,
said,
I
okay,
told Holla
what is
what
Verb
you
been saying?
said.
What is Verb been saying? This
Verb, I'll
man
tell
has
you.
had it.
No,
No,
no, I'll tell
listen,
you. I'll tell you. I'll tell you.
that was rhetorical. That was rhetorical. I
No, no, no. But
said,
that deserves, Gerald. The reason why that deserves an answer is because
I know
it
what
has
Verb's been
carried the
saying.
energy.
I
It's
know what
carried the
Verb's been.
energy.
I know what Verb's been saying. ARP. I'm saying, I'm answering your question. I'm answering your
Go ahead.
question.
Go ahead.
I'm saying he's been saying this man's been having an issue with me for 6 years or six or Hitman said I don't even know what Hitman said. Hitman, you said you ain't rocked with him for 6 years. I didn't even hear that, but that's what he been saying. All right, and he said, well, he never said it to me. I told him, well, he asked me to tell you because I said I don't need y'all beefing. I don't need this, and this. I said that. I've already made it clear. I also
No,
made clear everything that I said to y'all and everything that was said back to me. So,
okay.
I'm
All right. So if everything, okay, if everything was on the table privately,
I,
way before we got to this point, every time Verb goes in a space or makes a public statement saying that I spoke to Gerald, Gerald said it wasn't that, so it's a dead ball. You're invalidating that right now.
how am I invalidating it?
cause you,
All
no,
right.
he's, cause, I look, I'm finna check into the game, y'all. I
No,
appreciate it.
no, yeah, no,
I,
I won't. No, the reason I'm okay. No,
oh,
the
y'all stay
reason,
on the phone then. Y'all just, if I get back to the,
yeah.
yeah,
Just
I stay
keep
right
it, keep the thing, because I want this to be clear. I don't want it to go no further than this. P, finish what you saying. You're saying
All right.
I'm invalidating him saying that I said that he wasn't hating.
Yes. So what I'm trying to say is that you just confirmed that that first space that some of
Right,
us
but
were talking about.
I told you then. I said people just keep calling this, and this. Then the stuff happened with Hitman. Hitman called me, I called Verb, then I called you. All right. Then he did the space and said, hey, this is what's gonna happen. Boom, 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 boom. And they not people that gonna stop calling you. That's what I said. All right. That initially happened because when Hitman asked me for the finances, that's what happened. And I told y'all, hey, listen, that him Hitman asked me for that sparked him doing that spaces. That's
it,
exactly what I said.
exactly.
Right.
So, okay. So you and Verb are close, right? Holla
Yes.
looks okay. Holla looks
Right.
at y'all two as having a strong relationship as well,
Yes. Of
right?
course.
Now, when we're on these private calls and
Yes.
you're saying,
Okay, go
let me,
ahead.
I got you, brother.
Go ahead.
And you say, hey, Verb came to this conclusion, and he said these are the reasons why, which were all invalidated one way or another, right?
Right.
Whether it was through Beasley, me, you,
Yes.
those were all invalidated. And then, like I said earlier, if we take those off the table, and then you confirm that the space A Verb did was a culprit of the Hitman and Gerald situation over the
Mm-hmm.
$20,000 to start writing, if Hitman already invalidated those claims, right? He would then interpret like, all right, this space and these claims would be air quotes hate. Now, when he says your name publicly and says, Gerald told Hitman it's a dead ball, but Hitman wanted to keep going, that makes it look like either you are wrong or Verb is wrong or Verb doesn't have all the information because we're admitting right here
And I'm sitting here telling you,
what that space was.
I'm sitting here telling you the information. So now can't nobody say that Gerald didn't say it. These are public recorded spaces. Let me look. This is being recorded.
What you
These are
are
public.
saying right now, then, what you are saying by you answering me the way that you just answered me,
Yes,
you are saying in so many. I'm not slow. You are saying in so many words, AR. I know what you're saying, AR. I did what I was supposed to do. Verb is lying. That's what you're saying.
I'm sitting here telling you that I told him every single word, and that what I said to him, what I said to Hitman is, Verb is not hating on you. Hitman asking me for the money sparked the space. But what he said was, Hey man, I'm tired of people asking you for this, and this, and this. I got you. Watch this. That's what happened. Yes, that is exactly what happened. What hit Bird keeps saying is G told me that G said that I wasn't hating on you, Hitman. So why you think I was hating? That's all I said. Everything else I'm sitting here telling you is the truth. Y'all, all, I agree with everything y'all said. I haven't. Oh no, y'all lying. I never said that. Everything y'all saying, I said. I said. So I'm confused about what am I disagreeing with. I haven't disagreed with nothing. Everything y'all said happened, happened. All the
Understood.
phone calls,
Understood.
all the
Understood.
words, all the so that's what I'm saying. This is recorded. So can't no blogger, can't no fan, can't nobody say, oh, he said something different. Hitman heard me, you heard me. I validated every single thing y'all said. Every
All
single word y'all
copy,
said.
cop, cop,
So
cop,
if
cop,
if
copy.
it
But you see, you see some of the
no, I see the
triggers that happens
confusion.
along the
I
way.
see
And
the
I'm not and I'm not
triggers.
and I'm not just sticking up. I'm
No,
not
me and
sticking up.
P,
I'm not
P,
saying
me and
like,
you,
oh,
I know
holla.
you.
I'm
You
just saying
solid. I
regardless,
got you.
when those statements keep getting said, right? And then if you're in Holla's shoes or even in my shoes indirectly, you're like, yo, like, why is that still being said publicly
Okay,
when this is what was said privately?
and here was my thing. I never said anything about it publicly, but it's being said, whatever's being said. If Hitman felt I honestly ain't even been in these spaces. If Hitman said felt like this is what was being said, he never called me. He never texted me. Hey G man, make sure he clear on everything. This, and this. Cause to me, I feel like everything was said. So that's why I'm came in here like I ain't got nothing to hide. If I said it once, I'll say it again. What y'all said is valid. What you're saying is true. That's why I came in here to clear it up with me and Hitman, because I'm like, why is me and Hitman Verb said what he's saying. What am I doing that's different? I haven't said nothing different than what I said the first time. All I said is when I initially called Verb and I asked him these questions, he was not hating on Hitman. When I called y'all after the fact or whatever, and he did the space and I control the money and this is gonna keep people from calling you and this, and this, that was sparked by Hitman calling me. Yes, it was. Because it happened directly after.
Okay, okay. So once
Right.
again, we got that on the table, and that is
Right.
now clear. So once
Yes.
that's done, and then behind the scenes, the main parties came to a conclusion.
Mm-hmm.
Anytime Verb says Gerald XYZ, which is opposite from what you just said, how is that to be interpreted? Is that to be
It's
interpreted as
supposed
a
to be
show?
it's
It
supposed to be
as
interpreted. It's supposed to be interpreted as one, confusion, two, something's being left out, or somebody's not saying something clear. And
exactly, exactly.
how y'all interpreting it is exactly how it's supposed to be interpreted. That's why I'm here to clear it up. So there's no more you have to interpret anything. So let's say I did okay. I talk to Verb all the time. Let's say I didn't say these things, right? Would I come into a space and say and validate everything that y'all are saying if I hadn't told him? That don't make sense. Cause now I'm at odds with my boy. Cause now it's like, dang, G, you was lying to me this whole time. You didn't pick their side. You didn't say it. No, cause I ain't switched up my story. I ain't switched up my story. My story been my story. But it's been a lot of nonsense going on with the whole battle rap thing and all that. And I don't want no more confusion because when me and you talk, when I say I got real stuff going on, and all this extra confusion and all this, honestly, it's just because it keeps coming across my timeline. When I get off of here this space with y'all, I'm going back to my kids got practice and I got more TV to do and all that. I ain't, bro, I'm telling you, this don't my issue is a personal relationship with people that I actually know. That's my issue. And I would prefer it didn't get done publicly, but now that it's been done publicly, everything's on the table. It's been cleared up. And I said, if anybody got any more questions, I will clear it up. Because I don't like the middleman saying this and that person saying that. It's cleared up. And that's the end of it.
Yeah, I mean, the phone call and all that, like Holla gonna have to be Holla jumped off, so I don't got no more questions. I'm just here to make
Yeah.
sure that anywhere that my name was placed, as well as how was
The
what's the course of events?
the
What
only reason I brought you up in the text is because it was being painted as if me saying that I'm pulling all these, I'm just so, oh, these sponsors won't come around and all of this, and I'm making it look like it's this and this. And my only point for saying that is it's a lot of people that have said a lot of things publicly. Why am I being attacked for it? A lot of people
Yeah,
have said
nah,
like,
nah, and like I said, I know I came off a certain way earlier,
no,
but
you didn't. No,
my
you
reason for
didn't.
anything to be
This
clarified
is
is not the same as
conversations,
what
man.
Calicoe was trying to clarify. Calicoe was trying to
Yeah.
clarify his own
I'm
stuff.
yeah, no,
You know what
I'm
I'm
clearing
saying?
it all up. I'm clearing it all up. But what I'm saying is just conversations need to be had, man. Everybody ain't gotta do all this, meet me here and all that. Man, listen, I ain't here for all that. I ain't here for none of that, man. Just I want to clear it all up so we can all move forward. If two grown men got issues between them two, let them deal with it. I don't want to be in it. I never meant to be in it. That wasn't my whole point. My whole point was the confusion I had with what Hitman was saying versus what he was saying publicly. Once we dealt with that, it was over with. After that, everything that came from that is never where this was supposed to go. But
But
it went there. But it,
and once again, I'm not harping. I'm not harping. But everybody that sits back is looking like that's a big piece of the pie there. Like
it
the
is a big piece of
continuation
it
or the
is a big
statements
piece
that
of the
get
pie.
said after that don't align.
It
And
is a
I'm not
big piece
harping
of the
on it
pie.
because I feel like we
No,
already
no,
clarified it
yeah,
5, 10 minutes ago.
it is a
But
big piece of the pie.
you in so many words, like you really
It
said
is a
something in
big
so
piece of the
many
pie.
words just now.
It is a
Huh?
big piece of the pie. It is a big piece of the pie, but that's a piece of the pie that they have to deal with personally with something they got going. I never disrespected either one of them by asking questions. All I did is ask questions. I never bashed Hitman. I never bashed Verb. I haven't bashed Battle Rap. I ain't bashed ARP. I ain't bashed Beasley. I ain't bashed nobody. I ask questions. I ask questions. And because I ask questions, I get thrown in the middle of, oh, he's messy. He's this. He's that.
Nah,
He's that. And
I
because,
just
well,
think,
no.
I just think this, like,
And because, well, let me
this.
finish. Let me finish.
Go ahead, go ahead, go
Because
ahead.
because I don't care enough to fix it or clean it up. I just whatever. If that's how y'all feel, okay. It don't phase or change nothing that I have going in my real life. But
Understood.
When Hitman texts me and then goes public with something that's not true, now I have to address it because Hitman is my guy in real life.
I just want to give you a piece of advice there, right? You could take it. I could be wrong. I could be right. Just take it how you want to take it as far as whether you think this could have been a culprit or not, right? Everybody sees you and Verb as friends. That's what y'all say. Certain
Right.
smart people are gonna say, okay, that statement that Verb just made, that's Verb being Verb. Oh, I control the bank, I control the money, I control the bookies, I
Right.
control this. Verb
Right.
being Verb, cool. But in the midst of a real problem, where niggas is talking about pulling up, doing stuff to each other, families and all this stuff, all these different mentions that get to a serious level come in.
Mm-hmm.
Verb as your friend. You know what? I'll take you out of it. I'll use me in an example. If two people is arguing and they talking about possibly boxing or doing this or meeting up or pulling up and all that, and somebody continues to say, I'm on this, or I got this position, or you shouldn't feel like this because ARP said this, but you just invalidated that in this space, or you said in so many words, but which to me it was still invalidation. I kept the same story. That's between them two because I said what y'all just said on this space. I said that privately as well. So then after that, when Verb still says what's opposite publicly, after that, in the midst of a real problem, somebody's gonna question not just Verb, but you as well. So that's the advice that I'm trying to give you because
And that's
I'm not trying
okay.
to say when you
No,
hold
it's
on, let me just say this
okay.
last piece and I give you the floor. I understand your position where you didn't try to cause any harm in this. And like you said, you
Mm-hmm.
asked questions. That's man shit. I still publicly say behind the scenes the same thing that we said to each other in private. We all did some man shit. But once it went where it went, allowing certain things to be said and then taking the position of that's y'all too, that's not the right position to take because you're in the middle. You can't say y'all too because somebody might be continuing to say something publicly that's not what we've been saying privately. So
Right.
somebody's gonna feel away.
Yeah, and everybody has a right to feel a certain way, but that
That's
doesn't
what I'm
mean
saying.
that,
So
and
that's
that's
just my
fine,
advice.
and that's fine, and I appreciate it, but that doesn't mean that I haven't
That's
been
correct.
trying to squash this behind the scenes because I don't
Okay,
publicly
that's
get
correct.
on
That's correct.
spaces and Twitter every day saying y'all stop this, y'all stop this. Verb will tell you, I've been telling them, hey bro, this is going too far. Y'all doing too much. Y'all talking about people like even when he posted the stuff about the, the feeling
I know what you're
his
talking
life
about. I
and
know what you're
that, you
talking
know what
about. I
I'm
know what you're
saying?
talking about.
I said, bro, what are you doing? And Verb just do what Verb do, man. I can't control him, but I have been trying to stop this behind the wall. That's all I've been trying to do. But because I'm not publicly doing it, it seems like I'm just allowing stuff to just go on and I'm in the middle of it not taking accountability. No, I'm taking accountability for getting here. Now, I hear your point of saying, well, gee, when you don't say this and you allow him to say this, I ain't allowing him to say nothing. I said, and that's why I came here today. So now nobody else could say that G didn't clear this up publicly. I cleared it up publicly. Now, moving forward, what's said, don't say that I am the reason it's happening because I just cleared it up. ARP, can we agree?
I'll give you one warning on that. No, I respect what you just said. Now, and
No,
I actually agree with
I
it.
know some people are still gonna blame me.
I agree with you. I agree with you. But just understand the public now, the people that's not as forgiving or is not going to go do all that chasing down, hey, Gerald, what happened behind the scenes, right? If certain things continue to get said publicly in the midst of a real problem, and then y'all end up on a podcast, it look away. That's all I'm saying. And you're going to have Calicoe question,
Bro, I'm
how it's
not
going to
letting
feel.
y'all, man. I don't. Y'all not about to control what I do in my real life.
No, 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 no,
Y'all don't. Nobody know what's
nobody can
going on
control
in real
anybody in
life.
this situation. Nobody in this situation can be controlled. Not me, not you, not Verb, not Holla.
And
Obviously,
that's
obviously.
why I'm on here publicly telling y'all, man, that dude can be my boy and he can have beef with somebody else because our relationship runs way deeper than just battle rap. Battle rap is a
But you
portion
can't,
of
but
how
you
we
can't,
met.
but I'll tell you how I feel. Like Rosenberg can't beef with show off over something that I'm saying publicly is invalid while using my name. I'm not gonna allow Rosenberg to do that.
And did I not just recently say, hey man, stop speaking for me? How do
Copy.
y'all know
Okay.
that I
Okay.
haven't
Okay.
called Verb or text Verb and said, hey, don't bring me up no more in your situation? How do y'all know that didn't happen?
Copy. 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 Copy.
But I'm
Copy.
not. I don't have the need to do this stuff publicly. I've had that conversation with Verb. Hey, Verb, stop bringing me up because now you adding all this to me. I've said this, and I said it the other day in a tweet. Hey, stop speaking for me. I had to do it then. I had to do it then because again, he said this, and this. Gerald, this, and this. And I said, no, stop saying how I feel. I'm telling I let me say how I feel. So now, again, nobody can say that I didn't say it publicly. Nobody knows that I haven't said it in private.
All right, let's close it like this. If everything was just put out there as far as some of the
Sorry,
behind the
can
scenes
you
that
hear
didn't
me?
come
I got to.
out, if you're disconnected from it, I'm disconnected from it, Beasley's disconnected from it. If Holla don't say nothing else, hopefully Verb doesn't need to say anything else either. And maybe time heals enough where them guys could let some of the energy subside. Right? I want
Can
to
you,
see if right here, if anybody still needs to talk after this thing. Right? Shouldn't be no ego, shouldn't be no pride, right? I think some things was revealed just now, but hopefully, maybe it could be left
bro?
there. We'll see.
If it go past this, don't leave me out of it because I said my piece. I didn't clear it up the part that y'all said I didn't clear up. The part where I'm tagged to Verb and I didn't say this. I said it. All right. Verb don't control me and nothing I do. Our relationship goes way past battle rap. I address the him trying to destroy battle rap. That ain't what I'm trying to do. I posted a video to some fan where I said he said destroy it. I said well, I ain't say to destroy battle rap. That ain't no. I'm not saying nothing about destroy battle rap. I'm still a fan of these guys. I think these guys are incredible and all of that. I'm removing myself. If y'all took it
Copy.
away that I said things are dark, okay, then that's fine. I'm not apologizing for saying it. But
Yeah, nobody gonna
what I am saying is that I'm removing myself and I'm just gonna be a fan from afar, and that's fine. I never cared to be in a public light. So if people say good riddance, I don't care. I was a fan from the jump. I ain't never jumped in front of no camera and hey, I did this. I did. Y'all ain't never seen me do that. Anytime that's happened, somebody else said I did it. I never said what I've done. Somebody else always says what I've done. Gerald has never said I did this and I did that. The only reason I even at URL when I did the on at the Ultimate Madness, Smack and Beasley asked me to come announce it. I told them behind the scenes, hey, add this on and do this. Me and P. P brought me up to the front. People, I never wanted to be in the forefront. So people saying, well, there ain't never been a sponsor that do this and do that. There still ain't because I don't do it. People bring me up. I don't bring myself up and say I do this and do that because that's not what I'm doing. I'm doing it so these guys can get on stage, live out their dream, enjoy doing it, and give the fans a good show. That's it. Now, a relationship I had with Hitman, I wanted to clear that up. Everything that he said I wasn't saying or clearing up, I just cleared up. Everything that P said, which is very valid, of this is how a narrative can be painted and this is how people can view it, I fully understand. So I'm clearing that up. So any of this stuff that's being said, I'm saying publicly, so people know whatever. This is a recorded space. So if Verb have an issue with what's being said, he'll tell me. He'll tell me. But the reason he ain't gonna have an issue is because all of this stuff has been said to him. So I mean, if he do have an issue with, oh well, I ain't like you said this, we'll talk about it because we got that type of relationship. But what I'm telling y'all is, whatever confusion Hitman had, whatever confusion Cal had, whatever confusion Battle Rap or ARP had, I made sure everybody said their piece so I can clear it up. I didn't invalidate anything from ARP and Hitman. I said my piece, said everything he said is true, moving on. So whatever y'all got moving forward in Battle Rap, good luck to y'all. More power to y'all. I think Easy in this event is this weekend. ARP, I don't know if y'all got the full circle coming up or if y'all already did it or whatever. Hey, more power to Summer Madness is coming up. Y'all go support that. Y'all keep supporting Battle Rap and y'all do y'all thing, man. I don't all this is what I'm talking about, negativity. It's too much negative going on in the world right now for us to be doing all this, man. I don't have time for it. I got kids in college and some kids that start school next week. I ain't got time for it. But I wanted to clear this up. And now I'm out of here, man. Y'all ain't gonna hear from me again. I'm gone. That's it.